Hey everyone, apologies for that. I was trying to turn emotes off and it was not allowing me to. Bless its cotton socks. So I need to do stream on in here and we will see how things go now. Fingers crossed I have got things up and running, but there's no guarantees. Hopefully people can talk in chat now if they need to, but for some reason the new mode setting wouldn't allow the emotes to be turned off. It wouldn't take the command as well, so finally got it working, so apologies to anybody. Right, so today is going to be a mixture of this and that, hence the title. I want to have a look around our nether area. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a glass dome for the hub. And I'm also running late because I didn't finish work till half an hour or so ago. But we'll see how things go. Right. So we need to fill up the emeralds. And I need to see how big this hub is. From probably there to the doorway or what have you. But we'll figure it out. We'll start this side and work our way around because I want to go out that entrance over there afterwards. Oops. So how did everybody's weekend go? Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Yeah. Running low on emeralds. Time to fill things back up. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe a glass dome for the hub. But I'm not 100% sure. And I did clear a little bit the land on the other side of the snow wall. And we need to start building a bridge between the two big towers as well. Hopefully. But we'll have to curve it up a little bit. That way, if I do decide to make any kind of chips in the water area of the build, they would look as if they would be able to go underneath. Or maybe speedboaty kind of things. So, not sure whose that is. That's been there a day or so. I will leave it another day or two. After that, I will move it and leave it in the items accidentally left chest. Hi Ek, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Yeah, apologies, running about an hour late today. And tomorrow's stream will be the same, an hour later than normal. Due to work commitments. You have a good rest of your weekend since I spoke to you Saturday? I think I spoke to you Saturday on stream. Or was it Friday? No, it was Saturday because there wasn't a Friday stream. There we go. You're currently prepping for some exercise. What kind of exercise are you planning to do? Cycling? It wasn't bad, you took it easy, that's good. Whole bunch of people logged in. And we'll say hi to as well. Hi, Crafted. You got rejected at a job interview today. One was 2 people they invited, and after a long discussion, they decided up for the other. I'm sorry to hear that. But you will find a job that you really like. Sometimes just takes a little bit, but my fingers are crossed that it happens quickly for you. So how are you doing today, Crafted? I definitely got my fingers crossed for you, Ek. Right. Stick those back in there. That fills all 4 of those emerald chests. Yeah, I'll have fun and you enjoy your exercise. Take care. Let's just go put these away. And then we'll check how big the hub is. I wasn't sure whether I need to make it so that all 4 portals will actually fit. Oops, wrong thing. That I need my bow. So when I do like I say, I'm thinking of doing a dome. But if I do a dome, I want there to be a view outside the dome. I'm not sure what we've got and how much I would need to get rid of if I can. So somebody's tunnel is there, which is cool. It's nice to see other things. So this is, apologies, just going to get a notepad and try not to sneeze. Excuse me. Definitely had the sneezes then. I need some dimensions, even if I end up making it square or rectangular or whatever. So 1189 to 268. Oops. Now there should be a walkway. Ah, here's a walkway. See if we can get up there. But yeah, it's not that big, is it? Oops, wrong one. So 203, 204. And the first one was 68. So it's about 70 blocks. So theoretically, I could make it about 70, 75. $12.60. Yeah, so it's not exactly very big. It's about 50 by 50-ish. Not including this section. Okay. So at least I kind of have a guesstimate. My new graphics card's been dispatched, so it should be with us on Friday, which is awesome. Right, so we have some snow blocks here, and we'll see if we can figure out how to. Oh, we should have some snow blocks. Do we have more? It's not. Just a tiny bit. I also need to still correct that tower, because that tower is one block too short because I was dippy. I want a few more stacks than what we've got there, because I think it's about 100 or so between the towers. At least. And so we have a bunch here as well. So how many is that giving me? How many stacks? 2, oops, 3, 4, 5. I wish these things would stack to 64 like everything else. But I'm sure there's a reason for it. Not sure what the reason was, but I'm sure they had a reason for it at the time. There we go. Now, the bridge. I originally was thinking about a bridge between the towers, but find the middle. We're almost at the middle. So that's a middle block. Is this as tall as that? So we're at target block 72. And target block 70. So we're 2 blocks shorter. Oh, I took out that bit of land there this weekend. I still need to bring the snow wall down to the ground. Just trying to think how he's going to be best to bridge over. Well, that's not the way to fly, that's for sure. So, thank you for the follow. And let's land, and I'll see if I can read that. Apologies. Ilya, the guy. So, what level are you at? Trying to decide what to do with things, and apologies, I should have figured out what I was going to be doing today in more detail. So we want something big enough as an entranceway. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. That's not how you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 27, 28. So that's about 40. Don't have anywhere near enough snow at the moment to fill in everything that needs to be filled in. I need to probably sort out an auto clicker for snow gathering while it's on the other screen. I get very bored of clicking the snow while I'm watching it. It's not exactly much fun. What I do want to do is put a shape in these walls too, because I don't want them just flat. I need to put some kind of shape into them. Otherwise, no. So let's go see how 50 looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's take this across here. I think we were about 10 tall, weren't we? Forgot to count, which is never good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we can create a bridge from this edge to that edge. But I need it to curve upwards. And it's 50 blocks, so I'm also limited on how much I can bring it up. Oops, we only needed one. Right. So whatever I take up, I need to go down. So ignore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, I should be one further in because I want it to follow the line underneath. Put that there instead. Where's my snow blocks? Come back. At least I can get out of the water to fly again. Hi, Miss Mist. I am having a good Monday, yeah. Been busy, but good. The day flew by. Oops. I will learn to land one of these days. How's your Monday going? So we're going to ignore that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on top, so we need to come in and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're not on a 5 down there, so we need to go up here. Let's just make sure I'm counting right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and in. You doing okay? So I'm trying to make a bridge between this section of the outer wall and that section of the outer wall. But I want it to curve up a bit so it's kind of arched. And then I'm going to remove the snow underneath, and it's going to be kind of like an entranceway from the ocean. into this part of the build. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are over it. So up 1. And then I also need to figure out a shape so these walls aren't quite as straight, because I don't want them just purely straight snow. So 1. I'm seeing as we're 50 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we need to make sure that that bit comes down. So we'll build up from this side and hopefully meet in the middle. Fingers crossed. So ignore you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore you. 1, 2, 3, 4. How close are we? 5. Oh, that's okay. So now we can come. Ignore you. You go here and then you go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we should match up. That's good. So that gives me the curve. It's not a very big bridge between the sections, but it could be worse. Ignore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's good. We're in line. Build this one up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should meet us in the middle. So now we just need, I need to land on, I don't. We won't fly if I don't need to. We will just work our way around. And this will be the bottom of the arch, but we'll need to build this up at least 3 blocks. Okay, so ignore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so need to move over earlier here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ignore 1, 2, 3. Guess it's on the 4. That makes it 5, and we can ignore again. 5. What are we doing? Got one more block, so we can come up, back, 5. Ignore that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back 1. And 5. Okay, so at least we got that kind of a shape. But 1, 2. So how's your build going at the moment, Miss Mist? If you're building anything. 'Cause I know they're usually beautiful. Okay, so that gives me the 3. We'll do the same on the other side. I may need to play with that block there because it seemed a bit weird. Okay, 1, 2. Almost there. And I ran out of snow. Because of course. You're doing okay. You got 4 large houses done on the memorial server you're playing on right now. Some of us who knew Troop Joe for a long time are building together in his style, in creative, as a memorial to him. That's awesome. Trooper Joe even. That's a cool thing to do. It really is. I hope it's all going well. He passed away a month ago. Well, I'm sorry he did. And it, like I say, it's a nice thing to do. At least you can all work together on the server and remember, etc. All the good times and fun. And all the times he pushed your buttons, because everybody pushes everybody's buttons at some point or another. In a good way. Oh, good. I'm glad it's been helpful to a lot of you. I know of Gray, who used to play on the server, who passed away a few seasons ago. We still have a shulk attacks because Gray never went into the end, and each season shulkers are collected the natural way and put in a chest for him. Because you make a lot of really good and amazing friends playing Minecraft. Right, so that gives us that. So we have an archway. And I need to finish filling that bit in. Gave me a stack and a bit, so that should be plenty to do that with. Just pillar up. Because flying can be interesting. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we ignore that one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down one. Yep. And I'm aware that this shape is here, but I will pull it out and ease it in. So from there, because this one shouldn't be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will ease the curve up, or it should. And we'll do eventually the same on the other side once I've filled in the wall. Jump across. So it should be here too. Actually, it should be there. On. And then it would step down. Okay. Squizzle around the corner. So you shouldn't be there, so you need to come down one to match up. 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Just so I know where the line is. Okay, so let's go get some andesite and some moss. It's tuft. There we go, here's some andesite. I also need a stone cutter. Now, stone cutters are iron and I can't remember if it's you or it's you. It's one of those recipes I use multiple times a season, but not often enough to actually remember. Oh, I don't need to. There we go. Let's grab one of you as well. It's even better. I think there's a bunch of those kinds of stuff. I can't add. I think there's a bunch of those kinds of stuff. I need to make a stack of them and have a shulker way that says with some kind of name that I know that it contains crafting benches, shulker boxes, stone cutters and the like. Oh, I forgot the moss. But yeah, I need to put a shape in these walls. Just having them straight white is not going to cut it. You're looking in the wrong place, Pendle. What I do want to do is check if I've got any dark grey concrete. Oh no, I tell you what, that'd be an even better idea. Deep slate. We use this block as the detail block in that wall. That might work really well. I want to start at this side. Don't ask me why. I guess it doesn't really matter. Cobbled moss blocks. Right, so actually you need to come up. You're not going to be any good to me if you're not at least the same level as the next section of the bridge. Now I want that to be moss block, which means I need that block there, the top section, to be the andesite. Which means that's going to step up. So let's get rid of that. Which is going to be interesting. No, because it can't step up like that. So how do we step that up? I'll have to take a look at that from underneath. You love the wonky building? Yeah. I seem to be having a season of wonky buildings to some extent. I think it's going to be a nice challenge of making me build on angles instead of, or just wonkiness instead of just doing straight builds. But yeah, I'm assuming you mean the storage one. I do like that building. Okay, I needed to step down there. Okay, so we need to come in, but we also need to step down. Step down again. I may use some stairs from the bottom. Yeah. Because some of these I may be able to switch to an upside down stair to fill that gap in. Now you need to be a solid snow block. Which should help because I don't want the moss showing through underneath. And I want at least a block above the walkway, because on this side of the yin and yang walls, I want it to be green. And then when we reach the normal land side of the yin and yang, I want it to then turn to this section being water. Kind of opposites. Oh, that's a thought. Let's just head around here and grab some moss as well. Now that we've got a moss farm, it's not too bad. What I do want as well, though, I guess it doesn't really matter what block I use because I'm going to hide it. I do love this shape. So, glowstone. Glowstone isn't hard to come by because we have a whole bunch of clerics in the trading hall. Yeah. The question is, did I tell the farm to save carpet? Did I tell it to trash the carpet into bone meal? I did tell it to save it. That's awesome. And Katie too, thank you for the follow. It is really appreciated. Hopefully you're having a great day and welcome to the stream. So we can... And thank you for the creeper. That's much appreciated as well, Canterad. But yeah, we'll fix this gap underneath afterwards. So let's put some lighting in. Because we know what's going to happen. I'm going to have creepers decide they're going to pay us a visit and blow up the snow. And considering snow isn't exactly very strong, it's going to take out half the building. Because that's the way it works. Now I'm putting it green, but we're going to have to do some kind of detail because it can't be just solid green. I may end up putting a centre raised flower bed down the middle. But it will need something. It's a shame we don't have a half slab variant in this. Don't think we have any half slab variants in the green at all, do we? We have the cyanic colour for the netherwood. The warped, I think it's called, if I remember rightly. And then we can not have that. Because it then becomes very visible. And although I want the lighting, I don't want it visible. Oops. Oops, wrong one. Hi, Ellie. Thank you for the meow. How's your day going? There we go. But yeah, we could have some trees or maybe a flower beds or some seating, etc. Etc. even, if I could speak today. On the bridge going over. Hang on. I had a thought. Let's see if I can actually do it. You good? You had a bit of an annoying work day? Oh, I'm sorry. Just this week and next week, if I remember right. Right, so if I take you out, rid of you for a second, then hopefully everything will go on to being so much better. Yeah, because I can't put it that way, it'd have to be that. Indeed, less than 2 weeks and you're off to greener pastures, hopefully. My fingers are crossed and I hope everything goes fantastically for you. You deserve it. You taking any time off between jobs or is it straight out of one and into the other? Akajito. Sorry, Kajolot. It's just nice and relaxing. Titancraft is Tango Tech's Patreon server from Hermitcraft. And I don't tend to be very stressful, fortunately. This build is going to be a yin yang city build. So this section is the curves of the outside of the yin yang symbol. We have a tall tower that eventually I want it to join up with this tall tower, which is wibbly wobbly. And this section be a futuristic, modernish city. And then we'll have maybe a few boats, etc. in the water. Oh, that's a plan. And Outside the area are some public trading halls for the server. Uh, the build is okay. So the yin yang is from the outer edge to the outer edge, 500 blocks. Give or take a few. And the same, obviously, because it's a circle with the symbols inside it. You only have Friday and the weekend between the jobs. That's fine. I just wasn't sure if you had decided to take a break between them. But I'm hoping everything goes smoothly for you. Well, thank you for staying around. It is really appreciated. Oh, I love playing with it. Minecraft is an awesome game. Like I say, it's a survival server. So, and there are a whole bunch of people who play on the server. It's kind of quiet time because it's in the middle of the day, but it's awesome. Right, so this is the one we don't really want the row of. We want to switch those to stayers. And I'm kind of making up the build as I go along. Yeah, Tango's awesome. And the community on the server are really good too. Right, so we want another section of you to help with the lighting. But yeah, like I was saying though, this section or around where the water is, I want it to have greenery on the walls. And the section that's going to be where the grass is, I want it to be water. It can be very wholesome and relaxing. Yeah, that too. There are some that can be stressful, unfortunately. Right, so what have I done wrong? Done something. Ah, or have I? Did I put the stairs in first? That's why I'm looking at it and thinking it doesn't look right. It's because I've already put the stairs in, which is fine. Okay, so we've come up to the 2 hourly restart, but the stream isn't finishing at the moment, as it usually would, because usually we stream an hour earlier. What I did was I looked at a YouTube tutorial of how to make a yin yang shape, and I copied that yin yang into a creative world so that I knew the dimensions of the world, of the walls. So I was able to follow the pattern for the walls itself. The rest of it, the builds, I think a couple of the towers buildings I have done in creative. It doesn't look right when that's what you think every time you build something. Ah, that's a good trait to have. It means you're trying to improve your builds. That's the way I'm looking at it, because I do that constantly. It doesn't look right. If I knew it, because the way I figure it is, if you have to know it looks wrong to improve it. So yeah, that's how I came up with the yin yang, because apparently it's a multiple of 8 to do yin yang symbols. So your large circle has to be a multiple of 8, and then you half that. Then you measure it one way and measure it the other. There was a really good YouTube tutorial on it. I'm not going to make that wall, am I? I could be wrong. Fingers crossed. I just realised I have only one rocket on me. That's cool. We made it. I've got and I don't have an ender chest on me. Golden carrots fireworks. Here we go. Let's grab a stack. Oh, I doubt that very much, Canterad. It's just a fun, relaxing game. It's a way to de-stress and have fun. And see what you can your brain will let you build. And the main thing is to have fun. Everything else is a side thing. Because yeah, there's no point playing a game that you don't find fun. And you guys make it even more fun by just being here. And pointing out things I'm getting wrong and giving me tips and hints and design ideas. Because you're all amazing. Okay. So we fill that in. I did, yeah, it's the next section that will be 10, not this. Yep. Exactly. Always have fun. It's the important part. Because things can be stressful enough. You don't need the games that you play to be stressful too. Unless you enjoy stress. Okay, so we'll put these in. And that will hide the moss. I'm glad I thought of that bit, though I'm probably going to have to change the bottom one because did I do the bottom one? Oh, I did. That's awesome. And it doesn't matter on this section because it was straight into the wall. Okay. At least the moss does not change colour depending upon the biome you're in. I think that's awesome. Though we could have used concrete powder, I suppose, too. Because concrete powder is very grass textured. Right, so it's probably better starting at that end and building our way back up to the middle. That way I can place the upside down stairs. I'm wondering about some small shape. I know it's a modern build. I'm wondering if we can come up with some modern sailing ships designs kind of thing. Maybe there's a way to make the sail ships kind of look like oh, it's 500 across. So from that edge to the far edge there is 500, and the same from here to that edge. And thank you for the follow, Baby Bunny. It is really appreciated. So yeah, it's about 500 all the way across. Give or take a couple of blocks, because it had to be a multiple of 8. Let's get this bit in. Oops. So I'm wondering if there's a way to make a sail kind of look like a solar panel-ish. But sails are kind of... Not that I'm very good at ships. I am building a modern futuristic city in using a yin-yang symbol as the design for the walls to show the extent of the city. Baby Bunny. That, yeah, if I flew around, you could see where the yin-yang symbol begins to curve out. Though I need to cover this section in random blocks at the moment and then cover it in the moss and build more towers and more wiggly shaped storage rooms. And then here on this section will be water and then onto grass. But yeah, it's about 500 across. And this will be project 1 of the season. There are 2 other projects that I'll need to work on this season as well. So let's put this here. One is going to be kind of the opposite of a modern city, more like a jungly kind of build with cliffs and ravines, etc. And the third one, well, that's a secret for now. Right, so we need some more stairs. Do half of these in stairs, because then we can do the other half in slabs. Probably going to have to go back and grab more of them, but of the andesite. but we're still very early days in the season. I think we're about coming up on 2 months. Yeah, fingers crossed, no burnout. But the way I'm looking at it, Ali, is if I have a couple of different projects to work on, I can jump between them, and the variety of them should theoretically help with that situation. Because you're doing different style things. So you need to be this one as well. Oh, that's my thought. But we all know what thought did. Followed a milk cart and thought it was a wedding. Okay, so if we've got enough stairs for this, then we're okay. Oops, that's upside down. There we go. You need to request another vacation soon to spend lots of time on the server. That's how you are at work. You have to switch between 2 or 3 big tasks or you'll get stuck. Yeah, sometimes it really works and helps to do that. Because it gives your brain time to think in the background. Or it does mine. But we're all different. Right. Doesn't look right. Okay, that's not right. Is that a block I need to ignore? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I came up a block too early. Or I thought I did. No, I didn't. Or did I? Let's go rescue those blocks because we don't have tons of andesite. Hello. Goodbye. Something is not quite right. Let's see if we can figure out what I've done wrong and fix it. Right, so gonna have to go back to storage anyway. Yeah, no. I've no more holidays now until Christmas. And then we'll get Christmas Day, Boxing Day and New Year off. Just take a few stacks. And try and keep my shulker monster as little as possible. Thank you, baby bunny. I just have fun with it. And see what I can come up with. And it's a nice challenge. Right, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, this definitely needs to be another block because it was supposed to be counts of 5 because it's 50 wide. Take you out because we need you. You need to be glowstone, so we have some light here. I like that they changed the lighting to light level 0 for mob spawning. One, two, three, four, and that would be 5. Means this. I'm going to have do some playing underneath with these corner blocks. Then it can step up. Yeah. There we go, that's better. I know I need to take these blocks out. I'll worry about those in a bit. I just want to get this arch shape in. So we have the opening from the inner harbour to the ocean. But from the air, the yin yang symbol should look intact. You're wrong. You should come up an additional block. You should have come up earlier. Five, yep, because you need to disappear. Let's go rescue that lot in a second. You should be here. Be easier if I just place the moss. Work smarter, not harder. Good thing to remember, but not something I ever do, or only do occasionally. I'm sure they wouldn't, but I would. You often pretend about the mistakes, yeah. There are some of them I will just ignore. Depending upon how things are going, and other times it's a case of, well, I really would like it to be right. You think smarter work, dumber? Nah. Hi, Canterad, thank you for the phantom. I was convinced I had phantoms then. And I'm misclicking here, there and everywhere today, but that's okay. The bottom slabs that have been placed, not top slabs. So we can grab those back, and then we'll go down underneath and see about grabbing the blocks. Hopefully most of them should have floated to the surface by now and not being chased around by dolphins. Yeah. Any more? Not seeing any more. Not all of your point redeeming works. Oh dear, what didn't work? Canterad. No. Ah, they don't always trick me, no, but some do, some don't. You know what it's like. But yep, you definitely got me with that one. I was looking for the phantoms because it's been over an hour. And we know what phantoms are like. Bless them. Right, so that's one. Let's grab you out. 2, 3. Then you should be there. That's where we should come up the next step, which makes sense because we've got the additional block at the bottom. Okay. Okay. They have a very strict policy of trying to make it as vanilla as possible. There are some stuff we can have like Optifine and some resource packs, but and a few other bits and bobs, but nothing major. We don't have stuff like armor stands, etc. But we do have an OP area of the server that's custom made just for this server, where Grifter and several of the other mods and staff have made some mobs that can one-shot kill you. In return, we get shards that we can then trade in, and you can get some OP items that you would only find in creative, like a filler pick that only gives you diorite. So whatever you use, whatever you mine, you would get get diorite out with it, but it's only a random chance of you actually getting it. For those who enjoy that extra OP kind of stuff, I don't tend to bother. I enjoy playing Minecraft with the survival stuff. Exactly. Yep, you do have a resource pack that gives your bees undies. See, most stuff that is only client side and is not going to affect gameplay can be checked with a mod / staff member to see if it's okay to have or not. They try to be as vanilla as possible, but obviously there's certain things you can't be vanilla about. so that they can check for if somebody's left a shulker somewhere, they can check whose it was, or if somebody does something that they weren't supposed to, it gets dealt with very quickly and nobody ever usually knows it happened because they're pretty good at that kind of thing. Is there one to combine Beer Alice and Undies? I don't know. I know I have the clear glass resort pack that from Vanilla Tweaks. So I don't have streaks in my glass because that annoys me. I like my glass to be clear. So how are you doing today, Cable? You keeping out of trouble? Yeah. You're tired, but you are keeping out of trouble. That's cool. But yeah, I do like I say, on the glass. There being no streaks and it joins together. I just think it looks so much nicer that way. Right. So that's not too bad. What I was thinking of removing the middle block and putting a detail block in there too. But we'll see. Let's put some of this stuff away and get some the deep slate tile variant. Okay, here we go again. Making another shulker full of random stuff. Right, so I want some tiles. I think I want some of you. We're going to see if we can play and come up with a design. Some stairs. I've only got 12 pieces of snow, but that's fine. Just going to put a couple of blocks down so I can actually stand on something instead of bobbing up and down in the water. They're not going to stay here. Now, that far corner I haven't dealt with, have I? But the rest of it's not looking too bad. Okay, let's fix that while I remember. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is the one that needs to step up. Otherwise, I'm going to forget about it until later in the season. And I put them away, didn't I? It does. Connected and clear, looks awesome. So yeah, I got that from the Vanilla Tweak site. It's amazing for that kind of thing. So we got that. Oh, I didn't. Do you have one on? You don't. Let's figure that out. Thank you for the follow, Kajotlik, and I apologise for butchering your name. It is really appreciated. Right, so now we can put that one in. I think I'm a block out on this side. Walking on this moss sounds like walking through a forest in autumn with all the leaves on the ground. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I messed up on this side all the way across. You should all be 1 block over, because that should be a 10 in the middle, not a 9. Well, it's the way it goes sometimes. Easy enough to fix. You have to go. It's 8:30. KJ signs. Yeah, that's. I'm glad you don't mind and you're not offended by the attempt. So thank you very much for that. You have a great rest of your evening. Take care of yourself, and hopefully we'll see you at some point in the future. Right. Any more blocks to pick up? I think I've got them. Hi, Ek. Welcome back. How did your exercising go? Whoops, that was a bit of a kersplat. So, oops. You went all right, knees still hurt. You only did 10k on skates? Well, at least you did the 10k. Yeah, me doing 10k on skates, good luck. Don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Right, so it wasn't this side. Was it this side? It was this side. Go collect these blocks again afterwards as well. Let's see, you can move over one. You knew you smelt something. All that fresh air smell. That's good. Wasn't it? I left the house last Monday, I think it was last Thursday. You could smell that autumn was here. I guess it might sound a little weird. But yep, I could smell the autumn in the air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get rid of you. There you go. Tell it was wrong because it wasn't even on that one. So what else can I rescue? How many of those? We've only got 11. Getting stuck in the kelp. Now we have a few. Oops. Rockets. That's what I'm looking for, rockets. Whoops, careful. Or you're going to jump right over the edge. We'll correct that one in a second. And that one. I've got the misclicks today. That's the way it works sometimes. Can I have you back? Apparently not. Okay. Guess that's why I thought I was wrong, because that one hadn't been brought up as early as it should. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And hopefully this should be the last one. That we need to correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay, 13. See if I can capture any of these. So how's your build going, Cable? Okay, we can place those in. You. From what I saw of it, it's looking really good. Unfortunately, I had to pop out after raiding not long afterwards so I could grab food. Okay. Okay, so that should have evened it up. Head back underneath and see if we can figure out a shape. There we go. That's better. We've no green moss showing, and which helps. Just put these down a second so we've got somewhere to walk. Right, so I want a couple of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll rescue those in a second. So if I did 2 there, but I don't have enough for another 2, so they come back snow blocks. You're very valuable. Or valuable. So I want this at least no higher than that. It's an additional what? 3 blocks. Yep. Need at least 1 more. Typical. Nope. A bow isn't a good tool for knocking out snow blocks. Doesn't work too well. You don't get the snow blocks back afterwards. Right. So want to do that? Right, so the snow would come down here. And then it would come here. Just stick a torch down there for the moment. Or maybe not. I want the glowstone. Where are you? And theoretically we can hide some glowstone back here. And it won't interfere with the shape of the walls. But it'll give us light on this side because it'll show through the walls. Okay. Oops, let's put you there. See if we can reach. Okay. Yep, they're genuine phantoms this time. Okay, we've got a bed here. So we'll jump in this one. Yep. Come on, turn around. Yep. Fighting things is not my strong suit. Hello. Goodbye. Can we do the same on this side? You don't need to be there. Okay. Stick a torch on the top. And I didn't think at the time, did I? I remembered on one side, but not on the other. That's okay. Okay. Now we have to figure out these bits. But we should be fine for the light level here. Put you there for a second. Is it going to look? So top, bottom, top, and top again. I actually needed another block up there. Squeeze around the corner. I know we can still see the sides of it at the moment. Now, what would be a good block to put there? Guess we could continue with the deep slate. We're just tempted to put some kind of lighting block there to peek out. So I missed one there. Nope. Grab you back. Guess it doesn't really matter, but I'll do that anyway. Nah. How much snow have we got? Got a bit of snow. Let's switch those out for snow blocks. Or how many frog lights do we have? That's the other question. Frog lights. You're not the frog lights. You're the green ones. I know you're in my shulker monsters somewhere. So they're more green. Oh, we've got the purpley ones. Okay, we've only got 20 of them. But we can I can always buy more. Or use Nadja's public farm to get more of them. It's awesome that she made one. You don't matter too much. And let's step out. So it should be here. Move you further over. Now let's take a look at that. The lighting's better and you can see the shape at the side. Just not sure about the seam of the sea lanterns. But I may be being too picky. We want a solid block. So we've run out of the purple now. That's fine. I don't mind using the glowstone where I'm not going to see it, but I don't want to be using it where I am going to see it. 2, 2. I better eat before I go kersplat. And then the top one. Nope. Meant to knock you out, not the other one. Wonder is a way to... I kind of like that better, but I want the light. Because it gives a shape, but we don't end up with these like bits. Grab a shovel and rescue the lights. It's just as quick to knock them out with your hand as it is with the with a tool. Question is, unfortunately, that's going to have to go down to sea level, the ground under the sea. I'm not 100% sold either, but we've just hit the 2 hour mark, so let's see who's streaming and who I can send you awesome people to. We will be streaming again tomorrow. It will unfortunately be again an hour later than what the normal stream is, so but it will be the same time as today, due to work commitments. It will be a second. Let's see who I can see. Mr. Joker is playing Minecraft today, so let's open a new window, grab his name because I can never spell it, and I will send you guys Mr. Joker's way. Raid Mr. Joker TV. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Okay, did that work or didn't that work? Let's try that again. For some reason, commands don't seem to be working too well today. I'm wondering if Twitch is having fun. Nope. I'm sorry, commands seem to be down at the moment. I'll try one more time. After that, raid Mr. Joker TV. Nope. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've got his right name, but unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with Twitch this evening, but I wasn't even able to turn the emotes off using commands for a while earlier, and it wouldn't go by the toggle. It took several attempts and restarts before I got it to work. So I apologise. I will let you guys go grab whichever channel you would like to grab. You guys take care and have fun. Bye everyone.